If you're wondering why you're watching a weird sort of intro where I'm walking around in the forest and I find a guitar and I'm looking really weird as I'm finding this bag and I'm opening it, and in that bag I find a guitar and I'm all like, whoa. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really have anything to do with the video. It doesn't really have anything, I don't know, any significance to it, I suppose is the thing you would say. I don't know. I'm struggling with the idea of creating intros and outros on my videos. Sure, you could do something like, if you liked the video, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You know, all that thing that people start their videos off with. I just don't really like it. I feel like I watch the video and then I decide if I like it. I don't start watching the video and decide beforehand if I like it. But I also understand that people skip the outros where I just tell them, you know, to stay awesome and cool. And that's fine too. I put it in the outro so that you can get the information you want and, you know, do whatever you want. And I do appreciate everyone that does subscribe, because if the channel isn't growing, then there isn't really any reason for me to continue trying. Even though I actually enjoy making videos and I think it's funny and I do like to share all the weird things that I'm doing, because for so long I've been trying to make all these things, and for a long time I was wondering why no one cares about the things I make, and the truth was that I never allowed anyone to care about the things I make because I never shared anything with anyone. Which to some of you might sound like really stupid of me, that I'm acting all weird and negative about something and the answer is right in front of you. But I don't know, I suppose that's how life is sometimes. And I've been thinking a lot about negativity lately, because as you might remember if you've been subscribed to me for a while, I made a video about this guitar and how I relicked this guitar. This guitar has a poly finish, and the video is called How I Relic a Poly Finish. And my intention was just to share something that I thought was cool. I've seen so many videos over the years about people talking about how you can't relic a poly finish, and whenever someone tells me that, hey, here is something that you can't do, I always want to try it to see if I can. That's also the reason why I made the Behringer pedal. It was just because, you know, people were saying you can't do it, and I just felt like, well, if people can't do it, then I will do it. And both of those two videos are my most successful videos, at least to date. It might change, I don't know. But they're the most successful ones in form of like how many views they have and how many likes they have. But I don't know if that's how we're supposed to measure things. Maybe we're supposed to measure through people's enjoyment or something. But then again, you know, likes is how you tell me what you like or what you enjoy, I suppose. So I don't know. It's kind of difficult to talk about, but making the video about this guitar made something happen to me, which was something that I didn't realize would happen, and that was that I got recommended a lot of videos about relic guitars that I never really watched, and I started watching them, which maybe I shouldn't have, but there's a lot of people out there who are really negative to people relicking guitars or buying relic guitars. And I just got this really sad view of other players in front of me, and I just felt kind of like there's no reason for it. I understand if you don't like relic guitars, you don't have to buy relic guitars. But you also don't have to tell anyone else why you don't like relic guitars, or that you don't like relic guitars, you know. Just like I don't have to tell people that I like, you know, that I like relic guitars. I suppose it's kind of like, I'm I mean, if you're looking at this video and you don't like relic guitars, I don't really understand why you're here, I suppose. Like, there are a bunch of things in the world that I don't like, and I don't really, engage in that. Like, I don't watch any Star Wars videos. But that's, another topic, I suppose. And I guess I saw a video of a guy who's really big on YouTube, and who's, I think most people who watch YouTubers would say is a really good guitarist, and he was talking about how it's silly to like relic guitars and how he doesn't understand because it's like you haven't earned it and it's just a poser thing and it's stupid. And I just felt like, why are you being so negative and why are you being so mean to others? Why can't you just let people like what they like? Why do you have to call people posers? First of all, the people who buy old vintage guitars are just as much posers. They just buy a guitar that is old and beat up. They haven't earned it. This whole idea of earning it is so stupid. Like, let me enjoy whatever I enjoy, and just, you don't have to, be mean to everyone who likes something. It's really weird that we have this awesome community, but there is a group that is just like the posers, the lamos, and it's just, the thing is, if you think about it, me relicking this guitar was actually a lot of work. I put more work into this guitar than most people would into any guitar, because I had to sand back the clear coat and remove almost all of it. So this guitar has a very thin finish, and then I had to do all the relicking. I had to work it out. I had to, make sure that all of these little dings and scratches are in the right place. It's not something that is super easy to do. I mean, it's doable, but it's it's not something that takes 5 minutes. And I know someone is going to say, why didn't you just pull it behind a bus or some shit like that? But it's like, yeah. So I mean, like, that's definitely a way of earning your relic guitar, and it's also a way of making your guitar, your own. Like, is it poser to put stickers on your guitar? Is it poser to switch out the pickups? Is it poser to get, I don't know, a new pickguard that is custom made or something like that? I don't see why relicking is a poser thing. I think people think that I'm walking around pretending like I have something that I don't have, which is super stupid that they think that, because if you look at this guitar, it still has the Squier logo, and on the back it still has a registration number that lets you know that this was made in 2001. So there's really, there's nothing I can get away with, really. And when it comes to like buying things like a Fender custom shop that is relicked or something like that, I understand that some people see the guitar and think, you're paying for something that someone has beaten up, like buying jeans that are already worn. And I would say that's a very shallow way of looking at it, and it's actually incorrect. Because if you buy one of those guitars, you're buying something that is handmade, first of all, so it's already expensive. And second of all, you're buying something that is made to be a perfect replica of something that was made in the beginning of the 60s or something. And the relicking is just one part of it. But if you look underneath the pickguard, they will have like the correct tape, and they will have the right numbering, and they will have made sure the routing and all the pins and everything is the correct way. Because that's not how you build guitars anymore, but they will make guitars the way they made it back in the 60s, so that it's an actual real replica. It's a replica in a lot of ways, not just the relicking. It's the hardware is the same, the wear on the hardware is the same, everything is the same. You can obviously specify that you want something else, like, I want a 62 Stratocaster with stainless frets, which is not standard, but you could say that you want that. And it's just saying that, are you paying for the relic? Yeah, sure, you're paying for the relic, but you're paying for a lot of other things too, and the relic is just a small part of it. And that's like, I don't know, you're not being honest when you're saying, hey, you're just buying a poser guitar because it's a cheap knockoff version. It's not true. I don't know if this makes any sense at all. And also, like, if it's just a question of earning in form of having the money, then the whole argument is stupid anyway, because I mean anyone could make enough money to buy any guitar. It's just a question of, you know, what sort of livelihood you have. I don't know. I guess I don't really have a point. I'm just very disappointed in seeing more and more of the big YouTubers being condescending, I suppose is the word, towards the idea of someone liking something. It's like me going out there saying like, hey, everyone who plays humbucker pickups are Nazis or something super stupid and silly. I don't know. So, and it's not, just to be clear, just to clarify, it's not the questions or comments that I've had on the video of this guitar that bothers me. Some of them seem to be mean-spirited, and maybe they don't mean to be, but I just feel like this guitar is a guitar that I really like, and I liked it before I relicked it, but I liked it more when I relicked it, and I just feel like, hey, can't I just, you know, why can't we just allow all people to like what they like? And why can't we just be a community that is actually true to it? Because the guitar community here on YouTube is really good, I think, for most of it. At least I don't see anyone being like, hey, you're not allowed to like whatever you like, and as long as you love playing guitar, it's cool. But at the same time, there is a group that is being always put down and always being called shit, and everyone is being mean to them, and it's the people who like relic guitars. Like it's almost like a joke or something that, hey, everyone who likes relic guitars is a poser, but I just feel like everyone who plays guitar is a poser. Basically, I mean, let's face it, like, you don't sit around playing guitar and not trying to, like, be whatever guitarist it is that you love and idolize. And the truth is, most guitarists are bedroom players. And saying something like, hey, you're only a real guitarist if you've been out on a world tour, would mean that 99% of all guitarists are not real guitarists. And I just feel like all these things that people are saying are really meaningless and negative and boring. And I wanted us to create positivity and have fun. That's the reason why I'm always saying stay awesome and cool, because I mean that you have the option to always be negative, and you can decide if you want to, you know, not be negative. I don't know. Might be really stupid of me. I don't sit up all night thinking about these things, you know. I'm not one of those people who cares, I suppose I would say, but at the same time, I don't know, I just feel like that there probably are people out there who are ashamed of liking relic guitars, and it's because they've been told over and over again that they're not allowed to like what they like. Me personally, I don't really care. You're allowed to tell me that I'm wrong and that I'm stupid and that everyone who likes relic guitars, you know, are an idiot. But I just feel like then you've chosen to not be awesome and cool and be lame and pathetic and boring. Because I mean, let's face it, you can have a lot of fun in this world and you get to decide. But I don't know. It's easy to say. I've been in dark places and I've taken my bad thoughts out on others, and if you're one of those that are in a dark place and you want to take your negativity out on someone else, I can't really blame you for wanting to do that, but I would say that it's better for you to not do it and try to find positivity. And yeah, trying to decide if you want to be the kind of person that people remember as being fun, or if you want to, you know, be the kind of person people remember as being nagging and boring and negative. And I just I hope we can someday just, you know, stop with the whole telling people that relic guitars are posers, because they're not. There's so many awesome things about relic guitars, and maybe one day I'll do a video about why they're so amazing. But if you need me to do that, I would say, you know, go and play some relic guitars and you would most likely find out that you like them. Like, if they're done well, and the person who has done the relicking has put some time and energy into actually making sure that it's perfect, I think most guitarists would love relic guitars. And you should try them. And just because you can't afford something doesn't mean that you have to be, mean to people who can afford it. Which is also something that I can understand, because my local guitar shop has a guitar in actual 1963 Stratocaster, and I will not be able to buy it, but it's an amazing guitar and I really want it. And I really wish I had it. But I'm not gonna let that make me into a mean person that treat people who actually can afford it like bad people or something. I don't think this video said anything